So I'm getting to this a lot later than I wanted to this week, as far as just like late in the night. But I wanted to record another one of these just to be consistent with them, going 3 weeks now. And yeah, I figured I would show it in my little studio setup that I've got going here. Since I talked about it in the last two, I've never done this before, these, but you can see there's a curtain all the way around there, leaving it a little bit open for light, and you've just got all this padding all around the walls. And you can see my computer's back there, and it's kind of empty in here. I've got a bookcase over there that using the hammer to okay, there it is. Yeah, the hammer pushing in these little pins. And so basically, to get all this padding on the wall, use these little pins, and they're really thin, so they don't leave big holes in. That's pretty cool. There could be a lot to talk about with the padding itself, where it's just like I've probably used way too much. Some people recommend a lot less coverage than I have. I just figured it was best to try a whole bunch, and I kind of thought I could cheat, and maybe just by using a lot, I wouldn't need to place it properly or worry about that. But I'm just finding, placement is probably going to help the sound overall. It also, if I tilt this down, you can see I've just got like my computer desk is just a hard computer desk. So I think that can also affect the sound. I've got a bookcase here, and that can help with things, but it's just a little bookcase. It is full of stuff, and I've got a whole bunch of clutter on it. I'm intentionally not showing anything of the other side of my room because it's a total disaster. I mean, it's kind of messy right here, but basically to kind of get a workspace cleared out, I just pushed everything on that side of the room and just kind of threw it over there. So everything's kind of a work in progress right now, including this. In the final stage of how I want it to look, I wouldn't want the panels to look as sort of disheveled as they do right now. I was just sort of messing with placement and trying to get the best thing. And I figured if I could get a good sound, then I could work around it for look later. That look, aesthetics, blah blah blah. But there's a few different things I'm going to want to try as far as placement of things, getting more stuff in the room. I might just try bringing a whole bunch of stuff in here and seeing if it helps the recording quality, and then scaling back and working with the type of stuff to bring in. It's going to be a whole process. But one of the things that is cool about it, that I guess will be the little topic of this video, is just kind of having a designated workspace. It's really weird how cool it is just having this curtain, and I'm not going to move the camera again and mess with all that, but basically I have this, I set up a tension rod, and there's this big curtain that divides the room down the middle, and I've got a pretty big bedroom, so I've got my whole side where I do my usual life stuff, but then I've got this work area, and it's really cool because when I come over here, it's like I'm in a different frame of mind. I mean, even because of the foam all over the walls, the sound's a little bit different too, and the fact that it's just segmented, it's the smaller portion of the room. So it's just it's one of those things that I sometimes have a problem with not being able to get in the workspace because there's all these distractions around, and it's so easy to just get comfortable. So one of the things I would do is sit outside sometimes, sit out with my laptop on the porch. There's a few problems with that. One being you're only here in Ohio. It's maybe 6 months of the year, probably less, that you can really viably do that before it gets too cold. I don't really mind the heat. I like sitting out there when it's hot. But also, as you can see with my setup, I have 3 monitors, and I've gotten used to that. And I don't have that kind of setup on the laptop. I can do a lot of work on there, but not as well. But it is a nice way to get distractions out of the way. I would also go to the library sometimes, and there's a few problems with that. One, it's like I have a dog, so just taking the dog out and doing walks and all that, it's like it's harder when you have to drive back and forth. It's also cost money to the gas prices and all that. And since I've been dating and I've been going over my girlfriend's house, it's like, well, that takes up some more of my gas money. I also work a day job now, so there's that too. And it's also like I kind of want to be home a little bit more. I already go for 40 hours a week to somewhere to work. So it's nice to have a workspace that is right here. And I'm going to be working on getting the sound stuff right, but I also just want to optimize it for making a really cool little workspace. And yeah, I don't know, it's really cool. And it's obviously one of the issues right now is it's very dark in here, and it's even darker when I have the curtain pulled up all the way. Right now, the curtain is, I just opened a little bit to let some light in from the other side of the room. Now, maybe someone who knows about just doing stuff or has common handyman sense could have found a better workaround for this, but I know I needed that to be high, so the curtains going up high blocks out more sound. But also, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I'll figure something out to get light in here in a interesting, creative way. There's other things I'd like to do, like I used to have my wall decorated with just these little quotes or sayings or things I would think of that were like really useful, and I would just write them down on a piece of paper and just pasted them on the wall. I took all those down, but I still have them, so I want to find some cool way to get some of that stuff up on the wall. It's once again just stuff that gets me in the frame of mind for work. So yeah, hope next update video I'm hoping not to just talk about this stuff with the sound and actually talk about more progress with the channel, some researching, some writing things that I've learned that have really helped. I feel like I've made progress as far as getting videos done quicker and stuff, and maybe talk about the balance between just work life and then my main job, day job, and then doing this on the side too. A lot of things I want to talk about, and I'm hoping to keep doing these weekly Monday videos so I can get a lot of it covered and do it consistently, so it just helps with seeing the progression of these rather than it being like every few months. I'm hoping to keep doing this.